Welcome folks to Rage of Mages 2. This will be a brief overview of the multiplayer part of the game. I'm not sure if I want to play the campaign though. I've played Rage of Mage 1, I've played Evil Island, maybe I will play Rage of Mages 2, we'll see about that. Now the multiplayer part has a character creation process. I recommend these stats for a warrior and these stats for a mage. The reason I'm not going higher is because if you create your character as you can see that you can get brief tooltip of what this thing does. Now see, this costs 10 points, but if I raise this one it costs 1 point, and this will allow me to maximize the stat gains. Now you could make a build that looks something like this. Alright, 43 body, you have a lot of HPs, you are slow like hell, but optimizing stats here is not about maximizing them, it's about maximizing the amount of stats you get, because later on in the game you can buy potions that will increase your stats. So it's not a big deal, you know those points. So 34, 34, 34, 34 is generally speaking a good mage combo. I do not necessarily agree with that, because you could go to 35 and get 1 more point of speed for 1 stat point. The same goes with the warrior. Now you can choose different skill sets. I recommend having all of the skills leveled up, and you can choose your face. So let's go back, cancel character creation. As you can see, my mage has 32 body, 32 agility, 35 mind. Mind affects the damage of your spells, and spirits affects your resistance and your mana. In case of a warrior, it only affects your resistance. Now I will go ahead and play with the warrior a little bit to show you the gameplay mechanics. I've already gone ahead and started leveling up the other stats. I've got a steel set of armor, which is the bare minimum to take all easy mission content, because the iron armor doesn't really protect you that much if you're playing alone, which is what you're gonna do with this game anyway. There is a multiplayer online server. I think there's a guy who made it, but if you don't want to join it and you want to play with friends, you cannot. I'm sorry, you just can't. You can install Amachi or Game Ranger. It finds the game, but it doesn't find the player, and it gives you an unknown error. So trust me, I've tried it for hours and it doesn't just work. Now there are many maps here you can choose. There are easy, medium, hard and horror maps. You should start with easy, but even with easy you need to know the maps. For instance, Muddle is not easy at all. It's a very small map, 64 by 64, and there are conflicts everywhere, and enemies will respawn very quickly. You can get a lot of money, but it's also very risky, because there will be orcs, fighters, bandits, necromancers and stuff fighting close to each other. Fury Lands is the, let's say, on the higher tier of difficulty for the easy maps. There's also a necromancer to the south area that gives you a lot of experience and money if you wanna farm that. Kid's Paradise 3 is not like the first one. You can get up to tier 3 enemies, which is not good. Actually no, that's tier 2 enemies, I believe. Yeah, tier 2 enemies. There's a group of succubi. No, I do not recommend. Red Hat and Rivers are the easiest one, with Red Hat being the easiest, also smallest, and River being a very good map to showcase the game, because it has multiple cities. And now I'm gonna show you the gameplay. You may be familiar with this interface. It's Rage of Mage after all. You have a shop here you can access. You can buy, so each shop has its own technology tier, and the addition they made to Rage of Mage multiplayer compared to the first one is the inn. Now at the inn, this plays like a MMORPG, if you will. In this city, the starter city, you get this quest. Ooh, kill 4 dragons like hell, I'm gonna do that. You can kill an enemy, kill a set amount of enemies, kill an entire enemy group, escort one guy or multiple guys to another inn, and deliver a message in a certain amount of time. I'm going to pick this quest because it's easy and I can do it. So the inventory, okay. I've got some scroll of healing. Oh, let me switch weapon. I'm leveling up my other weapons because enemies in this game have resistances. Like, see, this guy has 0 resistance because squirrels are that easy, but things like skeletons are weak to axe, but they resist to sword, bludgeon, pike and shooting, so you need to use axes to fight skeletons. And zombies are weak to bludgeon for some reason, and they resist to blade, axe and pike. So whenever you fight enemies, you need to use the best weapon for the job. Now these bats, they need to be taken down with a crossbow or a ranged weapon. Can switch back. So I've got scroll of heals. They are not instantaneous like the potion. You just press the key and it heals you up. You need to cast them, and that's an animation, an attack animation. So they're good to be used against one opponent, but if your health goes down fast, you're not gonna keep up. So I'm gonna use them to heal up once in a while, and that's good, and that's all there is to it. I was wondering, can I kill these guys? Okay, I'm drawing the squirrels because there are factions in this game. Okay, mage is gone. Now I have a steel armor, so they won't be able to hit me. And I can level up my bludgeoning skill, as you can see here. So you can indeed level up all your abilities, you just have to use them. And it's best, if you play a warrior, it's best to level them up early, because later on in the game you just won't be able to hit anything with them. And you won't have access to these maps, because once you become strong enough, you will not be able to start a game in these maps. I think it's 50, and past 50 you won't be able to access easy maps. And yeah, it's kinda bad. In order to do that, you would have to die, so you de-level, lose experience and skills, and you will be able to get back into the map. So it's best as a warrior to level up all your skills now, when you start out. It's a little bit of a grindy process. Actually, it's not that grindy, but it depends on your mind. Your mind, as a warrior, minds affect the ability to learn new skills. So the higher the mind, the less it takes for you to learn skills. Now your main skill of choice will increase much faster than your other skills. Okay, let's see the reward. 3 scroll of heals, 1 ally, experience, money, or an item. Mages get also the choice between a book instead of scrolls. And we're gonna take, what do you know, scroll of heals should be nice. Experience is also cool, but for 200 experience it's just pitiful amounts of experience. Now you can take another quest here. Now there are actually more quest types. In the medium difficulty you get the destroy inns guards, so you have to kill these guys and they pay a lot of money. Again, that's a way to get experience fast. They give you like in and out, they give you like 200,000 experience or money or an item, whatever. So if you take the experience, you really get a lot of skill ups. But that will also advance your progression, so will lock you out of some easy maps. So overall I recommend to do that now, like I'm doing. So you just explore, and like an MMORPG, there are areas, you find certain type of enemies. It's all that, it's very MORP-like, very World of Warcraft like. Right now I'm fighting dinos. There are more dinos over here, there are more dinos over there. Enemies do respawn, so you can stand still in a location and farm Like you go to work, you come back and you find yourself swimming with gold. And see, we found another village here. There are a couple of guards here. Another guard over there. There is a shop and an inn. And if I go into this shop is druidic in nature, so they have wooden stuff and leather stuff. But they have no metal. This is also a mage shop, as you can see. There are many pricey stuffs. I do not recommend buying them. There's also the church over there. It was used to save your character back in Rage of Mage 1. The character in this game gets saved automatically, so it's kinda useless. And in this inn, well, we do not have the... Why would we not have the incoming enemy? Well, there is a quest that there's an orc coming to assault the city. You need to prevent the orc from getting into the inn. If it goes into the inn, you fail the mission. Oh, this quest will give me a lot of good items. But I do not want to use my blade, because otherwise I will grow too powerful for this map, and you know, I still do not have the money. I mean, I will go and level up if I had a mithril piece of armor, but right now I'm stuck with steel and I have not much in the way of money. So we are moving on to the next section of the map, as you can see. And by the way, some cities will not be friendly, even though you can use their inn and shops. The inhabitants of those cities will be hostile. For instance, if I kill this thing, okay. To the north of here, up here in the map, is a very, very highly technological shop city. There's an inn, there's a shop, but there is also necromancers, and necromancers will attack you on sight. So it's a risky operation, it's a risky business. Do you want the technological items? Do you want to risk losing your stuff? Because if you die in this game, you drop all your items except for the money. So you drop all your equipped items, all your items in the backpack, you lose everything. You have to go back and pick up your sack. And that could be a problem, especially if you have to face respawning enemies. So dying, you also lose experience, and you lose skills. You can lose some skills. You have to regain them. So dying is not necessarily a good thing, or a bad thing in and out of itself. So having a backup plan for when you die is a good idea, like having enough money to buy you a weapon and some backup armor, just to be able to reach the place. Now these guys are resistant to bludgeoning, as you can see. They're weak to axes though. So I'm gonna use this axe even though I do not have the skill to use it correctly, but see, I'm doing more damage. I do from 5 to 11, I do full damage, as you can see, compared to the steel pickaxe. Good. Now the skeleton is dead. We can go and use bludgeoning on these guys. These guys are weak to bludgeon. So let's go ahead and kill these guys. So you should definitely pick up quests. They will give you a direction and they will make you explore the map eventually. Or you can explore the map on your own and farm enemies and level up. Everything works. So this is the Rage of Mage 2 multiplayer part. It's very fun, it's addictive. I can't have enough of it. Let's change the map. Let's go to Madol. So this is the map I was talking about, and as you can hear, people are already fighting because reasons. There's an archer, pretty much basic archer. There is a bronze knight here, and there is a mage. So I better retreat because these guys are gonna attack me. Let's see if I can... Oh! Boy, this mage wants to fight. The guards in this inn are friendly, so... Ooh! You killed the mage over there. I think you're gonna kill this guard, so I'm gonna try to help the guard out. I can use a scroll to heal the guard up. There you go. I also got something like bludgeon. Yes. Let's pick up the things from. Oh, hello. This guy is a knight. He has bronze armor, so it shouldn't be a problem, even if you're starting out. He does have a lot of attack though, and if you kill him, you can pick up his armor set, like so. So what I don't like about this multiplayer, because it's not perfect obviously, first of all you start with way too many things. You start with a full set of iron armor, which completely invalidates bronze armor and leather armor. You start with iron, except with the helm and the shield. Is there any iron here? No. This shop sells steel and mithril. Now mithril is the, let's say, best armor set you can get in the easy difficulty. Also, let's sell all this shit, because why not? I don't need these things, but you can get a full set of bronze armor from the very beginning of the game, should you wish to forgo like the iron armor. What I loved to do back in the day was to have my character die and lose all of his skills, like 0 experience, and start with nothing but a dagger and buy leather things, start from there and grow up the character. That's something you can do in Rage of Mage 1, because you start with just a leather mail and a bronze short sword, or a a bronze weapon of the kind you selected. So Rage of Mage 1 has a better starting place, but you cannot modify the speed and you do not have inns. Now inns are very important because they give direction to the game. They make you go and explore things. Like for instance, if I go into this inn, into the Red Hat mission. Oh yes, I am too strong to complete the... Yeah, quests are basically drawn by selected according to your skills. So I might be too strong for this section because I leveled up Blade too much. So let's go into in and out. This is the map I was talking about. There are many quests you can do here, but it's very difficult as a map. You can find up to tier 3 and tier 4 things, so be careful. Right, so this is the shop. You can go into the shop, no problems. Okay. You can see adamantite stuff. You can see there are items that are pricey. You might want to farm to get these things. This bow is good actually. Drain life from 8 to 12. I'm gonna buy that. Screw the crossbow. Cool. Now I can fight dragons. Right, so there is destroy inns guards. As you can see, there is a new quest type, and the quests do change. So destroying inn guards gives you a lot of money, but these guys are necromancer. They are difficult. They spam firewall. There is also a turret that casts firewall. Maybe it's the turret that casts firewall. Whatever. Anyway, this is the multiplayer section. You can select whatever map you want. You can play whatever you desire. This is a kid's paradise. This is basically the first map you play on Rage of Mage 1 as multiplayer. There you go. You got the Intercept, an incoming enemy. This is another quest type, or an enemy group. We can do Intercept the enemy group for now. And stay right there. Because I know they're coming. See, they're coming. Gold quest. We're gonna kill these guys. Thanks to the new bow I found, we are making short work of these guys. I could pick up their shit, and I actually will. They're gonna drop some bows, I just don't care. Let's complete the quest. The reward is based upon the difficulty of the quest, the enemies you're facing, so it gives us a choice between protection from fire, very important, an ally, which is important if you happen to find a mage. This is a snake, don't care. But in the Fury Lands you can get a shaman in the southwestern inn. So money, protection from fire, very important. We're gonna take experience. By taking experience, our pike skill has improved. Now it's 3. Now, experience gets divided by your skill, but it gets more... Your main skill gets more experience, then goes for your shooting skill, and then the rest get distributed between your non-primary skills. So, this is Rage of Mage 2 multiplayer. You can have a lot of fun, and this map is very small, but there are very big map, like I think it was Shallow. It's 128 by 128. You start in this circle, the city is over there. You can see this is a map. You start in this area, you find the city, get the quest, go kill the monsters, go back, get your reward, and get your new items. So, oh, I need to speed up the game. And you die, you respawn at the last shop you visited. So, you can see there are destroy Ian's guard, incoming enemies, and you can pretty much play around this quest to explore the map, have fun, level up your character, find items. This is a very low-tech shop, for some reason. It's a very small oh, Drain Life Steel Warhammer. I do have a steel pick hammer. I'm not sure I want to go with this one, but it is a Drain Life. Nah, you know what? I don't wanna waste money. I got the bow. So yeah, that's the multiplayer part. Let me know if you wanna see me play more, maybe with a character you want to see and check and try out, or if I should use this one or the mage. That's the multiplayer part. I recommend this game to you if you wanna play a good role-playing game, and I recommend it for the multiplayer part, not the single player part. I did not like or enjoy the single player part. There is no level exploration, no rewarding for no rewards to the player exploring the map, so it's pretty bad. The story is good, the gameplay is not there, at least for me. I love the first Rage of Mage because I could explore every nook and cranny of the map and I will find stuff. In this game you don't. You buy stuff, okay? You may find one or two items lying around there, but more often than not you're gonna buy your items, all of your items. So also mercenaries are not expensive, you can hire them, not in changes. There are also only 2 NPCs that will join you, and you're basically forced to play as a mage because with 2 warriors you only have 1 healing source unless you bring some kind of healer every time as a mercenary. What can I say? So I've got the fighter and the mage. The mage gameplay, you already know that, but I'm gonna show you just in case. Okay, it's pretty simple. Let's go to Red Hat. There you go. Off you go. You have a staff. You can also... The good thing about this game, contrary to his predecessor, you can use Autocast. Now, let's suppose I want to cast Ice Missile. In the first game, I would have to click. Now, with Ctrl A, I am able to bypass my staff, get to some enemies, and see, my mage is now casting Ice Missile. That works with healing spells. You can set them to autocast if you wanna play with a friend and you wanna heal. It goes for drain life. Every spell you want, you just autocast. Okay? So that's the mage gameplay in a nutshell. I started this character just to have something different to play as, like, unlike the warrior. So I can kill those spirits, get some level ups. Now archers in this game are not that strong compared to the first Rage of Mage. Let me use my absorption skill. So archery in this game, along with Astral, is basically a secondary skill. It is used in certain situations, and that's it. Anyway, That was Rage of Mages 2. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.